He has finally made his choice, and he chose you. Not because you begged, not because you forced him, not because you pushed him into realizing your worth, but because he has finally seen that nobody can fill the vacuum you left. He has finally realized that he has given so much to others and yet got so little in return. He has finally realized that nobody ever truly cared for him like you did. You were there for him all through his trying moments. You were there when things were not at its best. You were there pushing and supporting him, but he was too blinded to see your worth. He was too carried away with his ego, pride, and his manipulation. He thought you were always going to be there for him. And you were there. But until he started feeling you couldn't do without him and decided to take a walk, hoping you would come back as usual, he started looking for validation from people. He started seeing that he gave so much to people but got so little in return. Then the comparison set in. He started seeing that you took him for who he was. You gave him so much for the little he gave. You gave him attention, love, care, and respect. This and many more he couldn't get, despite the fact that he chased and chased. Now he wants closure. Now he has finally made his choice. He has finally realized that it is better to be with someone who truly loves him than to seek validation from people who hardly care about his feelings. He gave so much and expected so much in return, but he never got it. Not because they never cared for him, but because they didn't see him the way you saw him. They saw him like another piece of person. He finally realized what life could be without you by his side. The constant mistake, the constant neglect he got from people, the constant reprimands he got made him realize that he truly had something special. And this time around, he is back. Not because you forced him, not because people pushed him to you, but because he realized that he couldn't find the same comfort he found with you from others. He couldn't find someone to understand him totally the way you did. He couldn't find that same peace you gave him. Now he wants things to be different. He sees you differently. He now understands the calmness within the storm. He understands why you choose to keep quiet on certain days. He understands why in his trying moment you were always there beside him. He realizes that most of his goals were achieved because of your prayers, because of your constant support, and because of your backup. He realizes that it is better to be with someone who genuinely loves him than to chase shadows. Now he wants you to be with him. He has finally picked you because he knows life with you is worth living. It's funny how people realize people's worth after they must have gambled with their feelings, after they must have gambled with people's emotion. Sometimes they are not so lucky to come back to the same person because after they left, people move on. But in this case, he is lucky he has found you again. But things are not going to be the same as usual. Now you want clarity. Now you want certainty. Now you want someone that truly loves and respects you. And these are the things you'll be looking forward to him giving you. And of a truth, is prepared to do these things. And the funny part, you're no longer going to beg for him to do it because he sees you for who you are. He sees your sincerity. He sees your openness. He sees the constant ways through which you push him to become a better person. Life is going to be different this time around. Not because you are the best, not because you are void of your own mistake, but because for once, you don't have to seek clarity. You don't have to seek attention. You don't have to push him to do certain things. He realizes on his own that having you by his corner is worth more than having other people. He realizes life with you could be meaningful. Life with you has always been the best. Even when he chased shadows, he sought validation from people. He gave so much, but so little came back in return. Now he knows your worth. Maybe he had to lose you before he could realize his senses. Now he no longer wants delay. He wants you to himself as soon as possible. He is no longer confused. He's no longer uncertain. He's no longer insecure. He's no longer drifting. He's no longer moving from year to year. He just wants you all to himself. Sometimes it takes losing someone to realize their value. It takes being away from somebody to realize the impact they made in your life. And this time around, he is not going to gamble with you. So, it is true that sometimes it is not everybody that deserves a second chance. But people do grow. People do learn. People do value themselves and their partner more when they realize the impact those people made in their life. And it's also very good to give people second chances, because this time around, they are not coming back to learn. They've learned from their mistake. They've become better persons. This is just a message for you. Just so you know, he has chosen you amongst every other person. And this should gladden your heart. Keep your heart open. Perfect everything that concerns you. If truly is the one for you, you no longer need to seek clarity. Your instinct will tell you. His words, his action, and everything he does will be tilted towards making things better for you and himself. Your instinct will tell you when he's doing things right and when he's not doing things wrong. The fact that he will be accountable for his action would also be a reason for you to know that he is sincere. If it comes with openness, accountability, ready to learn and grow, ready to know the things that really makes you happy, then you should know he has learned his lesson. But if he returns with the same egoistic attitude, it's better to shut your doors. Not every does, and not everyone deserves a second chance. But if it's genuinely sorry for the things he did to you, if it's genuinely repented of how he treated you, then you should give him a chance. The reason being that he chose you, and this might just be the reason why you should love him again. And if this message resonates with you, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you get more of aspiring and healing messages like this. Do have a wonderful day.